Oh, shame. Did I start the stream by it? Oh, darn. Oh, well. I just hit the send to the stream and I forgot to, I don't know what's going on. Now the streams, or whenever I send, it starts to start streaming right away. You guys can hear me? I didn't mean to start the stream, but it's already started, and so you're just gonna have to put up with the fact that I'm setting up here, and because I didn't mean to start the stream. I just wanted to send the stream over, and yes, sending the stream over now. I guess they made some modifications to YouTube, and basically, they must have whenever somebody starts sending a stream, they just go, okay, we'll start it, even though that's not exactly what you want to happen. And that's what happened actually earlier. I think it was I did a private stream, and that's what happened last time. Yeah. Okay, gotta play this, right? This is how I feel right now.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? Where's the real pretty shit now, man?
You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
Alright. Yes, I had to play that game over clip. I mean, watch me get a copyright strike just because of that. So lame. This whole system, our whole system. I can't wait until somebody creates a decentralized video service that's completely decentralized and no government agency can stop it, or send an order to it, whatever. Yeah, there we go. I can hear you guys. Nice. Wow, it's like a different sound. Well, Inti's working hard on the what's it called? On the on our studio. He's already got the plans all laid out, and he's going to be cleaning up the room because there's like mold in the room that we're going to be using for the studio. So he's going to get that all cleaned up. He's going to get all the equipment and stuff like that. But that's not what you came here for. You came here for the emergency episode. You came here to find out what the heck, what is Bitcoin really imploding? Well, this is normal for Bitcoin, right? Unfortunately, right? Once we broke, let's go back to the hourly, right? Once we broke this level here, we basically created almost an M here, and then that was it. It's just M's out, and that's it, right? So this was like almost an M, not quite, but good enough. We did break through the trend line, and things are looking dark. Things are looking very dark. We touched the point where we really needed to hold, and I'm not sure let's just take a look at how much of a price difference that we made when we touched it, because that will be key, right? Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Is this, what price is that? It's the same. Mish. It's the exact same price. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Depending on when did that occur? Oh, look at that. I thought so. Yeah. What tends to happen is that means there's somebody here. that's holding that price with a lot of liquidity. So that person, there is probably somebody with a, and you know what? I noticed, yeah, there's a large echo. When I'm speaking over here, I'm looking at this chart and I noticed that there is a different volume. So I'm looking forward to having that fixed. So yeah, you can see that there is definitely someone saying, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, to the price right about here, right about $11,110. Because I was like, hold on here. That's not a coincidence that we actually stopped at the exact same price. What was it? Over a month ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And then you could see there's a lot of like, hey, I'm going to stop the market here. Hey, I'm going to stop the market here. Generally, that means there's somebody there. Now, if it's got enough firepower, to say, yeah, that's where I'm buying. You give me anything you've got, and I'm going to take it. And so they most likely have like a huge fill order down there. Huge. To hold the price. Now, keep in mind, right? If this guy's serious, right, he will get filled. Because what tends to happen is the market will constantly test this guy over and over again, and then finally go, okay, screw you, and gone, right? They'll constantly come back and test him to see, you sure you want to sell all? You want to buy all this much stuff? Because I'll give it to you. Right? And then finally, there will be a point in time where, okay, the market, either he'll give up, and then, you know, because he could always just, if, you know, let's just say you're a person who's just some billionaire, super billionaire, like you're Bill Gates, and you want to buy this, right? And you're going to stick a sell order here. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Because the market's telling you that, hey, I'm going to sell it to you at a lower price. When it comes down and catches your price over and over again, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's willing to sell it to you at a lower price. So what are you doing? Right? That's the point, right? And so generally what happens is like somebody like smartens that guy up and says, hey, dude, what are you doing? Right? Move your buy order lower, right? People are willing to sell it to you at a lower price. And so that's what we're probably seeing here. I wonder what the order book looks like on some of these things, right? That'd be interesting to look at, the order book, but we're too far away from the price action to really see if that person is there. Let's see if we can pull it off anyways. Right? Couldn't hurt, right? Couldn't hurt. So he'll probably be he'd have some liquidity in Bitstamp, because they've been a rock solid place for the longest while. So I wouldn't see why you wouldn't have liquidity there. Okay, and then we're gonna go to this section here. Hello. There you go, your buy wall. So there's one guy right there. So where's the $11,010? Let's see here. You'd figure he'd be here. Yeah. Because there'd be like some sort of wall here. Look at the wall. The wall disappeared. Maybe that was him. I mean, he just moved his buy wall down there. Well, so there you go. Small buy walls at $11,100. $11,000 even. But yeah, that's the dumb money, right? Dumb money is at exactly even money, always at even even numbers. But yeah, sí, adelante. Sí. Muy rica la comida, siempre, como siempre.
Gracias.
Pero demasiado.
Mucho.
Sí. Okay, yeah, so, where was I? Okay, so that's interesting, right? Looking at that, looking at the order book, that's called the order book, right? That does not exist, of course, on Uniswap, just so you guys know, that does not exist. This is where you buy and sell. So here, this is how much you can buy of this coin, and this is how much you can sell of this coin. You can get by selling the coin. But unfortunately, if you sell the coin, it just does a little bit of mathematics to figure out how much to reduce the price by. So there is no, this is not done by supply and demand. So keep that in mind when you're looking at any of these coins, right? And of course, it's a lot easier to manage the price on Uniswap, a whole lot easier to manage the price. So cakewalk for anyone to manage the price. So keep that in mind. Let's head over to Ethereum. Oh, look at that! I just got brutalized on this particular open and prayer trade here. That I'm gonna hope that you don't break down, and yeah, you did. And yeah, you did. What a mess. Oh wow. Let's take a look at where we are. Well, is this thing gonna put a fork in the road and say it's done? Let's see. We're looking at the hourly. Let's go down to the 15-minute. The 15-minute is over extended to the point where it's actually what's it called? There is a bullish divergence, so that's good. So there is no more down. The bullish divergence on the RSI, so there's probably no more down. For the MACD, not so much. Not so much. There's not at all. But that's okay. Can't get them all. So we could probably see a little bit of a bounce. I wonder if that's a trend line there. Probably is, right? I have a lot of trend lines there. Hopefully it is. Yeah. I wonder if it is. Oops. I'm gonna have to really study that because I don't remember. I have too many. You know what? I'm gonna have to clean up my charts. I've got too much stuff going on. I got too many trend lines, too many support levels. I got to start cleaning it up and start thinking outside the box, thinking all over again, starting from new, starting from fresh, basically. Let's put on the Bollinger Band. And yeah, I'm not gonna get that right. No. Bollinger Band. There we go. Okay. Well, let me just see what you guys are saying in the chat group before I continue. We're gonna find DJ token. Find the DJ 15 token address. Here, if you head over to just Uniswap, right? I'm gonna copy and paste this in so that you guys can get that and yeah, no promises. Can't promise anything, right? You buy this, right? That's it. It's just a token, right? So I've already started. I haven't. All the money that you put into this will go in from now until the end of the September 30th. If you buy something, all that liquidity will come back into this liquidity pool. And so that the larger the pool, the liquidity pool, the less likely the price can be impacted by not only somebody selling, but somebody also buying as well. So the larger the pool, the less impact the price will have, right? So I'll try to maintain this pool filled to the brim so that yeah, Inti, come on in. But I'm live right now, just doing a live show.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is important.
what is it?
It's a package for you, and you need to pay something from the aduana.
Oh yeah. Okay, here, let me just quickly do that. That's all right. How much is it?
160.
160. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. Got it? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, it's an emergency episode. You know, I wasn't planning on doing this. So there's the token. If you click on this, right, it will take you, and there's a token address right there. Okay. You click on that, it'll take you to Etherscan, and that's it. That's how you do it. Okay, so now that you got that link, let me just see if there's any more questions, right? If there are any specific questions to the price action, I'm going to look for that because, you know, it's emergency episode on the price action. So we should stick to that. Is this ETH? We were looking at Ethereum. Yes, we were. Find DJ token. No. So we've done that. We've already talked about the token. Let's see here. There's a video. Do a Decred video maybe some other time. Come on, guys. Give me something to talk about with the regards to the price action, the current price action. What do we have here? What do we have? Bear target. Okay, good. Excellent. Bear target. Yes. Let's do that. Let's just assume that this thing is going to continue to unravel, and assume that that's the case, right? Because you know I don't like to assume that's the case. I like to assume the best in Bitcoin, but we got to take it. We got to get real here. We're emming out like crazy, and that's not good. Not good at all. So let's start off with the daily, and let's take off. Well, it's kind of, you know what? Honestly, this AB equals CD is still valid because we didn't break. We didn't break. That's the funny thing. But anyways, I'm gonna take it off anyways because it's like, let's just assume that we are not going to do that. Right, and then, you know, I'm gonna just reassess the whole market anyway. So a break above, you know, 12,005 is, hey, this is the game time, of course. I think also, what was it, 12.1 or something like that. Let's see here, we're on like Donkey Kong, right? So yeah, let's just keep that there. This is another one right here, right? What is that? What price action is that? Yeah, 10. It's 11. Oh, wait a second. This one now. I guess I must have not had the magnet on in the last chart. Okay, it's 12. It's 11.1. So this is a little bit. This is $1 higher, lower. So it does count as a broken trend. What the hell? It's the same. Okay, never mind. Okay. So it's 1,111,111. 1,000, 10,000, 11,111. So, all right. Interesting. That number. Isn't that number's familiar? Isn't that executive? 11110. Okay, not quite. Okay, scared me for a second there. Okay, all right. Do you guys know what that executive order was? That's the one that got Kennedy shot, right? That's because he, you know, he closed the Fed, He said, yeah, we're going to go back to silver standard, and you guys are done with the banks. And they go, yeah, the banks are like, yeah, no, you're done. You don't take away the banker's printing press. There's no way you're going to get away with that. Right? So anyways, a little bit of history there. Hope you guys learned something there. All right. Targets. Okay. Well, this we can't look at this ultimate high is not something that we're gonna have to. We have to like let that one go, and then we have to look for targets after that. So we're gonna have to go down to a shorter time frame. Looking at a shorter time frame, we can see the M's here. So that the first target for this M, this sort of Ming pattern here, we'd have to go because you ever heard of a head and shoulders pattern, right? Where you'd have like a high and a head, a shoulder, and then you'd have like a shoulder, one shoulder here, and the head, and then another shoulder here. What that is basically just another M, right? Just the other side of the M, right? So that's what the other shoulder is. So basically, you're doing the same thing, right? And let's do that. Let's do it from here to there. On a head and shoulders pattern, right? And so once you break, right, you break the neckline, right? It's the same thing as breaking the neckline here, and then you see where the target is from there, and there we go, 10,600. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not see somebody put a buy wall at 10,600? Right? Not sure. I could have swore we saw that. Right? And they had a huge wall at the exact $10,602. We're gonna have to roll back the tape, people. See that? Yeah. Because that's interesting. Right? So be interesting to figure out what that person was thinking. Anyways, yeah, that's the initial target. Unfortunately, because we're close to a support level, it'll be interesting. That it will probably go and touch the support level at least, and before we bounce. So, if you want to trade this, I would suggest you if you want to take a short on this, I would suggest you take a short closer to the top of this M here, right? And see if we bounce back up. That's if we bounce back up. If bounce back up somewhere in the 78.6 level, and then look to roll it over and then take it down to this level. Might not do that, of course. This is all ifs and buts and cherries and nuts, of course, right? That's how you play. You don't want to. Taking a short here is not a position of strength. It's a position of weakness, right? And you're going to get burned. Yes, we have the 4 hour. Yes, there's about Bollinger Band squeeze here. So yeah, this reduces your probability of, because of the Bollinger Band squeeze and a break in the direction, it reduces the possibility of, hey, us coming back up to this top level here. But I'm not willing to risk that unless unless you're a gambling man, and that's fine, and nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you don't gamble your house away, right? So I would say at least wait for the 13 EMA to get closer, right? So before you jump in on any kind of short. Or wait for the 5. If you want to jump on a short, even wait for like the 15 minute to get to a overextended area like that RSI to come all the way back up to the top at the very least before you jump on a short on this thing, because you're gonna see you're probably gonna get hurt. Right now, I don't think this guy's gonna hold the line here. It's kind of cool that he's kept it, and let's see here, Did we actually, let me just go back to the daily. Did we actually break this R? Just like I said, yes, we did. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that. I really did. And then now that we've broken it, I'd like to see it turn around, right? I would like to see some sort of means of turnarounds. The problem is, right, I don't see it here, because let's just take some trend lines, right, and see if what we can see. Now, if we can get back into all this mess somehow. Let's see here. No. Hola, mi amor. Estoy haciendo un video. Estoy vivo. Sí. Chao.
¿Y no te puedo dar un besito en vivo?
Besito. Anyways. Let's see here. So if we can jump back in, today into this trend line, we're good to go. You should not be taking a short. I think. If we jump back into this trend line, yes, I think it's good. You look for a W. You might want to wait for a W on the other side and then go for it, right? Wait for confirmation with a W and then out we go. Or if you want to take the risk play, go for a long, but on the lower time frame. So let's go back to the lower time frame. The 4 hour mark. If it comes up, you know what? You're screwed. You can't go for a short. You can't. You got to forget the short. Did I remember how I said this? Shorted up here. Yeah, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Too dangerous at that point. This is right. If it W's out here, it could above this. It could really blow you through you. So you can't really do that. So you're looking for the short. Anyway, as long as it stays below this trend line, the short is good, actually. So there you are. That's all I got to say for that. Let's see what we can see here. Can you check that stupid coin named ETC? Oh, no. No, because you know what, somebody attacked that coin. It's I think I should dump everything I've got on that because it's fundamentally falling apart, right? So it's game over. Okay, well, thank you SAS Crypto for that $3 donation. That's worth a whole 2 CLP, but you know what, I appreciate that. The gesture anyway, so it's the gesture that counts, right? So it's what's that? Fist bump. Yep. Cheers, dog. All right. Let's see here. Anything related to today's price action? Why the fun? Okay, price action. Okay, let's see here. Thanks for the emergency episode, D. No problem. All right. TA. Please don't be dumb money. If you're in this space, learn the TA. Yes, without the TA, you okay. Yeah. You know what? You only need to learn TA to do 2 kinds of sets of trading. Whether you want to do day trading or swing trading. And what's the difference between that, day trading and swing trading? Well, the swing trades are basically long-term trades, and that's a lot harder than you think. A lot harder. It's basically you'd have to get into a position and you hold in the position for a quite long time. Crypto does swing trading. He waits for his you're basically waiting for the market to give you enough signals to say, hey, you know what, there's a bunch of money sitting here right there and you just need to go and pick it up, and that's it. The hardest part of that is your own personal greed. Basically, you can easily do something stupid and lose that particular trade, such as adding more when prices are going higher or prices are coming back down. But those are some of the rookie mistakes on that. But yeah, just I would suggest in either case, right, you have to learn how to trade if you want to learn. If you use TA, you need to learn how to trade, and you need to go to school and just understand some of the things that you can do extremely wrong. Let's take a look here. Are we likely to bounce down now that we are just below the 61.8? Hang on. You know what? I just realized something I haven't done. All right. So this is like stressing me out, but here, keep in mind, right? The weekly 13 EMA is probably going to be a little bit of resistance level. So keep that in mind. And also, should we bounce there, keep an eye on what's it called? The futures, because the futures might actually break down further. Let's just go to BTC futures. The futures, if we come to this level on the spot market, it could actually have there could be $1,000 difference, because this is just cash market, right? Keep that in mind. There's no reason for it to actually stay connected to the price, and we might end up gapping down. We might end up going down, having a higher price target, having price volatility on the CMA futures than we do on spot market, and that would be sweet. That's because it's all possible, because it's just cash, right? It's just, hey, I owe you Bitcoins that I'm never going to give you. Can you believe that? That's what you're buying. When you go on the CME futures and you buy a contract, right? It's I owe you Bitcoin that I'm never going to pay you. Think about that, right? I mean, just ridiculous, redonkulous. So basically, someone could take a short, buy the actual Bitcoin, right? And be like, have, what's it called? Have basically a no trade situation, right? Where they're not losing or gaining any money, right? And that's where they have a spread, right? And they straddle the both sides of the market. So it's like, yeah. And let's just say the other side of the contract who buys that says, okay, I just want the Bitcoins. No, dude. No, dude. I'm just going to give you cash. I'm not giving you my Bitcoin. Hells no. Oh, man. That's funny. It's so funny how our markets are. Hang on. Let me just quit the application that's making all that noise in my head. Well, anyways. Oh, you know what? I just realized... that package that I just got, it is Ledger Nano Treasure. What's it called? These things here. Let me just. Oh, where the hell did I put one? There it is, right here. It's one of these. I just got picked up 3 of these, and actually I have a coupon code. I keep forgetting to do this on our show. My mind is absent-minded. I'm so absent-minded. But anyways, I got like 3 of them, and so I have a discount code somewhere, and I'll give that to you, right? So if you head over to, let's see here. Let me. Oops. No. Wish to remove main. No. Don't want to do that. I was typing wrong. It's one computer. So if you head over to treasure.davinci15.com, right? And you purchase your treasure through that link, and I'll give you a discount code. Let me just bring it up here. Just see here for 10% off. And it's useful for everybody. So, and it's useful for like a whole month or something like that. Sorry, I kept forgetting about it. Let's see here. Where is it? Yeah. Now I'm not finding it. Figures. Okay, for a limited time, Treasure Model T. There's the gifts. Beginners. Okay. Treasure affiliate partner. No. Okay, well I can't find it. Figures. I remember reading it and I said, oh yeah, you know what? I got to give everybody this a link to when did I order it? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't order it through this email address because I'm not seeing it here. Welcome to Treasure 6 years on. So, okay, and I'm trying to find it. Let me just go. Let me bring up my my personal Gmail account and see if it's in there. Crap, this is the problem when you have too many emails. I need a one-stop shop for all of my emails that does the searches and everything and finds them all. Received. Oh, crud. Tracking. There it is. Tracking number. One treasure. That's August 16th. And of course, it is not here. Well, if I find the link, I'll look for it at the end of the show. Really annoying, really annoying. Okay, wait. Thank you for the purchase. Okay, there it is. There it is. Promotion code. Got it. I'm gonna copy this and paste it into the tech chat room. Sorry about that, but here you go. It's I've decided to use these. They're a lot much better than the others. The other devices. I find it's a lot faster for me to use than I use Ledger. So I'm using that. And now you can, with that promotion code, I'm gonna edit that and put that in the description here. So it'll be in the description as well. So as somebody's watching this afterwards, they can get that code. Alrighty. Is there any more questions? Are we likely to bounce down now that we are just below 61.8? Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to do another thing. There's another measurement I could see that we can do here, because what we've done, right? We roll down here and then we come up, and then now we're backing off. We're definitely backing off. So what is the levels coming back? And there, look at that, 61.8 is 10,222. The 78.6 is where, look at that, 9,600 where the CME gap is. Ouch. Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. I didn't want to make everybody sad. I didn't even want to make myself sad, because you know, that's where it looks like it wants to go. And I'm like, Jesus, man, we came all this way up here just to come back to 9,600 level. Well, it's not like we took off like really like a rocket ship and straight up. Like, I'm surprised that we're coming back all the way here. Like we have something to test or something to prove. I would figure that we test this top part with the 50% level, which is the 10,600 level, and then bounce from that, because hey, you know what? That's the most primary. That's what was once resistance is now become support. So I would say logically we would hold these levels here. The 10,006 level. That's just the logical point to it. I don't know. I know what I'm going to you know what I'm going to do as a swing trade, and this is how you could do a swing trade. A 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, where you start off with only a maximum loss 5% of your portfolio. total percent of your total portfolio to the 10,000, holding the $10,000 level, right? If we break the $10,000 level, you walk away and you reset at 96. You rebuy at 96, and that's the plan, right? And yeah, that's a good plan, right? You don't have to do the 10,000 exact, right? Of course, right? That's the knobs. That's what knobs do, right? So you can go 10,011 or something like that, or you can go 10,000, go somewhere close to 10,000, like 9,966 as an example, would be your stop loss, right? Don't do 10,000 even, right? That's just asking for trouble. Yeah, and that's one thing you can do. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, the situation here, right? Where we see prices kind of come back all the way down here. Well, that's the way it is. We can't force the market to do what we want it to do. We can only read what the market's supposed to telling us it's going to do, and that's it. Oh, shame. Did I switch? Oh no, I switched this. Forgot the presentation. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so I was looking at, I forgot to change the presentation screen. I guess I need Inti to help me, remind me. I'm gonna need a producer in my ear to always remind me that, hey, you know what, I forgot to switch the screens, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely make sure that I have a producer in the room whenever I do videos going forward, so that this doesn't happen. But yeah, as I was saying, right, we draw the fibs from the top to the bottom here, and the top, which is at the 12,500, the bottom, which is 8,088 or something like that. That's where the market pretty much bottomed the turn, and then started moving higher. So we can see that the fibs, right, line up with the 78.6 lines up with the 9,600 level, and the 10,222. Maybe I'm thinking, right, the 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio buy in at you start nibbling maybe at the 10.6, nibble a little bit more, and then you let go. You nibble a little bit more all the way down to 10,200, and then you drop it, right? You drop it if we drop below, and then you reset at 9,600 to go higher, right? You know what? I'm honestly thinking going all in, because the amount of money I have in the exchange, right, is not that significant for me to lose. So if we get down to 96, I'm gonna go, okay, all right, 3-to-1, all in, right? Everything I got. Let's see if you can go lower. Bitcoin, doubt that. Possible, but I doubt it, right? There's lots of support here, right, to keep us going higher. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think you don't have to do that, but that's what I'm doing. All right, sorry about the video there, but hey, you know what? I explained it again. All right. Is there any macro bearish trends? No. What can you tell me, Matthew Miller? Do you see any macro bearish trends? Do you see like, oh yeah, Bitcoin? A lot of people are selling their Bitcoin. Like, for example, I heard that Warren Buffett's selling his Bitcoin now, and oh wait a minute, he doesn't have any. No, what we're getting is lots of macro bullish sentiment, right? We're getting a lot of macro interesting things. Everything, like people, like for example, you heard about the restaurant in Toronto, in Ontario, and then now another computer company in in Ontario is buying Bitcoins as a reserve asset. They're falling, like people are falling. Big companies are falling like dominoes, right? So, the macro picture is bigger. No matter what, in a general sense, the price. This is all short-term manipulation in a sense of you could say, well, this is manipulation. Then isn't the price going up manipulation too? Yes, it is. Okay, I get that. It is. The second you set a price of something, you're manipulating it. Basically, let's just say you have a cell phone in your possession, right? And you decide to set a price for that cell phone to sell it at. That's manipulation. Okay? So everything's manipulated, right? But right, this is so it's what to what degree, right? Is what you might say, right? What's the degree of manipulation? Well, of course, right? We have like these leveraged exchanges, and they will work towards pushing all these people who go leverage long heavily, right? So you gotta understand that. Maybe it might not be your exchange that's doing that, but a exchange is, right? So that's why we're gonna have these short-term bounces, falls, right? And then of course there's like the weekends, right? There's a lot of really weekends out there that will also be triggered as well. So that's the way it is. All right, so let me just move this all the way to the end so I don't forget. All right, let me see here. Davinci's OG, almost no FUD, and in the chat, smart YouTuber, smart community. Thank you. Well, yeah, I mean, there's no fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's this is Bitcoin. I remember when I first got into Bitcoin, everybody looked at me like I was nuts, and then when they talked to me in person, right? Like I would say nobody looked at me like they were nuts. It was more like people would chat to me on YouTube or on Facebook. When you didn't see my face, actually I was being treated like a nut job. But when I was telling people in life, real life, right, what was going on, right, with Bitcoin, they'd be like, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, at Bitcoin coming back from $32, right? Because I bought the top, right? I bought that top of that craze, and at Bitcoin at $32, I was like, I felt like, I'm still right. I know this thing's gonna do well. It's gonna have to wait, right? It's just like I'm gonna have to wait for silver. I've been waiting in silver for so long, since for 3 years now. What's the difference if I wait for a Bitcoin to come back, right? And I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm just wait. Interesting. Did we make new lows? No. Just looking at the dollar index right now. We're going sideways, so we've already broken. If we create a W and break that W, that's oof. This thing looks like it's gonna pop off, right? So we just gotta wait and see. Bollinger Bands are tightening up on the daily, so there is going to be a big move in one direction or the other very soon on the dollar index. Okay, that's gold futures. What's gold saying? Yeah, looks like gold's ready to roll over. But it's not letting it. They're not letting it. So, I wonder what's going to happen here. Gold looks like it's poised to actually move higher. Well, on the daily, there's a fractal candlestick here on the 3-day, on these 3 candles here. Depends on if we close. So yeah, the next candle should be a little bit higher. Interesting. But we're losing volume. Wow. We're losing volume big time. And we're really, really oversold here. It's going to be an interesting September, right? The 5th of September, from the 5th of September on, right? Let's bring up a calendar, right? That's going to be, well, let's just say, not the 5th, but the 7th of September. From then on, that will be, keep an eye on the markets, keep an eye on everything, because we're going to see some fireworks this week, that week. I bet you we're going to start seeing some sort of fireworks that week, sometime on this week, where things will start to unravel, and it might not show up in the normal markets. It might show up somewhere else, like on a LIBOR or something like that, something hidden, right? That will start to, there'll be like a lot of movements around, right? If you can find any of that, right, where it's like it's an index that normally people just don't watch, it's moving like insanely, right? Then you know it's begun. It has begun. All right. I'm wondering, did you guys actually hear that? Now that I'm looking at the speakers, not even working. Did you guys hear that intro video? I don't know. Who cares? Alrighty. I could have swore it was playing because I saw the volume moving. All right. What else? What do we got here? Banking crisis. Don't think so. Don't think so. Maybe. But you know, the Fed seems to be ahead on that. So it's gonna be something else. Most likely, just people just moving their money out of stocks and stuff like that. But then again, you know, the Fed could just buy, right? So what's going on? All right. So next, let's see what else we got here. You think ETH will rebound? Of course it will. Just where, right? Any business ideas to start the BTC and crypto niche in general? Oh, you know what, dude? There's so much things you can do in Bitcoin, in crypto, right? Whatever it is you do best, just do that and accept crypto, and you'll find the way. You'll find it. You'll find your niche, right? You'll go, well, that's not easy. I'm going to make it easier for somebody to do that. And then there you go. There you go. And you do it. When is the housing market collapsing? You know what? Probably next year. Probably not this year. But they're probably never going to collapse, actually. They're probably just going to hold the price up. Because, again, they don't want the banks to collapse. So they're going to... they're going to print. They're going to print. They're going to print. They're going to print. And make sure that housing prices don't fall. So yeah. And if they do print enough, yeah, well, they're gonna the housing prices are not gonna fall. But yeah, a lot of other assets are gonna go crazy. Okay, look at the bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, we did talk about that. Please, polka dot, or you want to do polka dot, please? You know what? Honestly, let me see. I think I have any dots. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Oh man, takes me back. I don't even think you guys even. Do you guys ever did that when you were a kid? Oh, look at that. What a dot. What a dotster. The Dotmeister. It's just been listed. The Dotmeister. Yeah, I can't buy this. I can't. Nothing I can do, man. There's absolutely nothing I can do. Yeah, it's gone. It's left the train station without me. Right, because I know I don't have any DOT. And I'd like to get some, but that's not how I roll. I like to, let's see here, coin market cap. I like to get a discount on my investments. I don't buy expensive investments because they're in fashion, they're on Vogue. Wow. Okay. It's only have like a couple of days on the market, really, and interesting. Yeah, but you could say it's probably going to keep going, right? But Polkadot new, okay. Is there another DOT? Is there more research on DOT? Is there more like was DOT listed on Uniswap? No. You know what? DOS was. I've been hearing things about that. Ouch. Can't get near that. Can't get near that. Not going to happen. Yeah, so call me when your DOS protocol gets into that level here. It's down to the, what is that, 1,500 sats? Yeah. Then I'm interested. If not, if they're not selling this at a discount, I ain't interested. I'll find something else. Alrighty. Yeah, just because it's ranked number 7th on CoinGecko doesn't mean that that you have to buy it, right? At a high price, right? Just so you know, right? It doesn't indicate that I should buy it at whatever price. Just so you know, I like to buy things low, right? The thing is, right? I've been there, right? Oh, wait a minute. There's a dot old. Okay. At block number XYZ, underwent redenomination from its original sale. New dot is now 100x smaller than dot old. Dot balances is now 100x higher, and the price per dot is 100x lower. Mish. Did not know that. Good to know. I think, thank you, C Master Z, for sharing that piece of information with the rest of us. Very important piece of information. Did not know that. But I did know DOT was around for quite some time. So, what do you think the #1 crypto space innovation will be under the next bull market? What will be email Web3? Oh, what would be the next big innovation? Well, there's going to be all kinds of crazy innovations, right? Because you consider this, right? Before Bitcoin, right? Who could own money, right? You're saying anybody, right? All right, anybody, right? That's the key thing. Anybody. You can like have either physical cash, or you can have the bank and notes, bank's money in the bank, right? And once Bitcoin was invented, and people just don't have that, was not clued into this yet, but we slowly are, especially with smart contracts and stuff. What we have is you could have things owning Bitcoin. So the next big thing is getting your stuff to actually own Bitcoin. And here, you know what? I just got the package here of the treasures. So here we go. I purchased a pack of 3. Right, and why have a pack of 3? Well, because for one thing, right, what I want to do is make sure that every once in a while they do a firmware update. When they do a firmware update, they want you to enter your 12 words, right? And one of the things I want to do is make sure that that those 12 words actually work before you actually firmware update and format my my card, because I want to make sure that that's the case. They are probably going to work, but I just, I am paranoid. It's my money, so I've heard stories. So I want to make sure that, those 12 words that I put back in, they're going to work. And yeah, I get the same account. Then I'm going to go back and upgrade that device, right? So also, it's good to have another device around as well, because like some applications don't easily allow me to use more than one addresses at different passphrases, for example, right? Or the same passphrase and different address, different accounts, right? For example, MetaMask, for some strange reason, it doesn't let you have 2 accounts connected to your address. So I'd have to use 2 computers and to have 2 different addresses so I could actually make the changes. So instead of disconnecting it, putting on another computer and disconnecting it and entering the numbers, I can have them 2 separate devices connected. So that's why I have so many of them, and so that's why I want so many of them. Alrighty. Can you check EWT Bitcoin, sir? Yes, sir. Aye, aye, Capitan. Let's take a look at that. EWT. Oh gosh, it's only on what's it called? Qcoin, I think. Well, it's not the end of the world. Just that it's going sideways and the volume's leaving. So it looks like people are gonna. This looks like they're about to have a rage quit on their hand. So what I suggest you do, right, is let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go from here. The suggestion you do is you have your buy order like way below the market at 61.8 to see if you can get that rage quit freebie coin. Somebody like going, oh yeah, this is never going to go up, sell. And yeah, you can pick up some cheap coins down here. Maybe you want to sprinkle a little bit all over the place and all the way down to the 88.6 as well, right? And let's see here. The 61.8 is a check of this breakout level. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we come down there. Yeah, so there you go. There's your TA for your coin. What do we got? What do we got here? BTC dominance is in a falling wedge. Okay. Please do TA on, okay. BTCD. I think BTC dominance will form a W and break out and of a falling wedge. This means it will retrace retrace up. Is that what you're saying? That we're going to get screwed? Our altcoin season is over and done with? No more parties with the alts? Yeah. Looks like he's got a point there. He does have a point. We got to be careful. This trend line, if we go to the 4 hour, you can see the W a lot more clearer. See? You see that? Right? Whoosh, whoosh. Not a good sign here, right? And at 61.85, right? I mean, it's got to break this resistance level, right? This is resistance, but it's gonna have probably the firepower to do it. If we break the 61.85 percentage, but look at that. It tried to break the trend line and it failed. It failed, buddy. That doesn't bode well to your thesis just yet. Just yet. Doesn't mean you're wrong. Just right now, it's having a little hard time, right? And I think all of us. I can say for all of us that we're pretty happy about that. Because we want some more alt seasons, right? We want more alt season. But you know what? Even if it does break higher, guys, there's still going to be a few alts that pop off. All right, maybe we're going to lose Ethereum, right, to Bitcoin for a while, and a few other major coins. But eventually, we'll have another day. We'll have another day in the sun, and then when it starts to run, right, we could be holding our bags and selling our bags to those people who are buying cryptocurrencies at a high. Alrighty. So there's your BTC dominance. Dude, you said we were going to the moon. What the? Oh, yeah. Well, shoot, man. We're going to the moon. Just not yet. Not yet. Right? I mean, hang on here, man. It's not over until the fat lady sings, right? And even when the fat lady does sing, right? Meaning that we break down past this 11,000. And I did say if we break down through the 11,100 level, right? Once we pass that, that's you could say the fat lady song. And we're heading all the way down here to the resistance level, support level. And yeah, and then after that, right? It's not exactly moon time, but we're going higher, right? And then 16 months from now, at the minimum, 16 months from now, right, we'll have like some crazy number printing on the price charts that you are all these what's it called, fair weather friends, right, will all go away. Right? And wonder, oh man, I guess you were right. Right? I guess you were right, man. It's 100,000. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So it's always like you're always like your friend when everything's fine and dandy. But when it starts to rain, it's like with all the fair weather friends coming out. All right, I messed that one up, actually. I just realized that. All right, let's just head over to, let me see here. What's the first, 10K or 14K? Most likely 10K at this point if we break the 11,000, which technically you could say we did, but you know, somebody's holding it up. 11,100, sorry. Why do you think that the COVID crisis is exaggerated? For what purpose? And why do you think the government is trying to cover up potential news on a cure? Well, we don't have a cure. There's really effectively no such thing as a cure. for most viruses. It's just prevention techniques, right? Where you teach your body how to survive the virus, right? Or you provide medicines that will make yourself immune to the virus, right? But yeah, there are exactly. I honestly I could normally I would hazard a guess at what the governments are doing and why they're doing this, right? I know it's just to flex power. And then there's always the statement that you never let a good crisis go to waste. And so once you have the crisis, right, it's on them. First off, they always whenever a crisis is upon them, they always at first deny it and say there's no crisis here. No, what are you talking about? No fire. They deny it, and then once they realize they can't deny it, then they go, okay, so what can we do to help us benefit from this crisis? And then they have to push the crisis the other way. They have to go completely the other way. And they like doing that. They push the crisis one way. They go, no. And then, yeah. We're here, boys. We're here. And the reason I think they do that is because they want more power, right? That's all it is, right? Hey, let's see what we can get from this, right? That's all it is. And so they push to see. They just push the outer limits to see. They're like a little baby. Okay, let's see what you're willing to accept. What you're willing to accept. And that's all. That's the long and the short of it. That was what my guess would be. All right. Alrighty, let's see here. How many drugs you on with all those face twitches? Face twitches? I got face twitches? Oh, okay. I did not know. Alrighty, face twitches. Okay, thank you. I got face twitches. Well, that's the way it is, right? I got face twitches. Nothing I can do about that. Is still Dash or XMR or over XMR? Are you saying that is Dash my favorite still? Yes, it is. I still like Dash, and I like XMR as well, because Dash has the money and the ability to grow and improve. So don't be surprised if Dash just comes from behind, like a dark horse from behind, and really smashes things around, because they have a lot of, but you know what, it's a part luck and part hard work, right? If they keep working at it, the luck will come, basically. So if they just keep at it, keep what they're doing, keep up what they're doing, eventually they will get lucky. And that's why I'm rooting for Dash to get lucky. I may donate 20 lady boys for you. What? 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 What the hell is that? Lady boys for you in Thailand if you go? What? What the hell is that? I don't even know what you're talking about. All right, whatever. Davinci, you said BTC will reach 65 ounces of gold. That's insane. Do you think the gold will reach 10K? Oh, yeah. 10K? Yeah. Yeah. Easy. Easy peasy. Right? But Bitcoin will beat it. But we'll beat it by all kinds, right? So we'll be smashing it. But again, I'm going to be moving back into gold because gold moves a lot slower. So once, let's just say gold decides it does a parabolic move, because it will. Gold is on a trajectory to start beginning its parabolic moves, even though might come down and break down a little bit more further. Let's just say to the 78.6 maybe to recheck the this breakout, or the 88.6. Wow, okay. But wherever it comes back down to, I'm gonna have to re-examine that, and checks the line, it's going higher, and then it's gonna have like a massive blow off top. The thing is, against the what? Yeah, that's the next question, right? Blow off top against what? The dollar? Because eventually, right, it might become so ridiculous, right, that that you can't even price it in dollars anymore. Once that happens, right, you have to go, well, blow off top. Then you have to figure out how to price the gold, right? That's going to be difficult if the dollar is completely useless as a mechanism for pricing things, right? So that would be interesting. I'm wondering what we would do if that happens, if the dollar becomes impossible to price things. Okay, Chow. Okay, get your point about trading alts to BTC. Great earnings, but BTC low and alt season rarely coincide. Isn't it better for investors to cash in on the alts to fiat and wait for BTC ETC low? No, trust me. Well, here's the thing, right? Ignore the different changes in the relative value of Bitcoin and just, earn your money in Bitcoin. If you're saying what you're basically saying, what's your name again? Holland Daniel. If you were to get paid in Bitcoin, you'd go, no. Paid in Bitcoin. No, that's just wrong. I'm not going to get paid in Bitcoin because I can't save in that, right? No. Right? Because it's not like it's going to go higher. Right? Do you see the point? So imagine, right? If you got paid in Bitcoin, you were started to save your money in Bitcoin, right? Do you think it's going to be eventually you're going to have more in the future or you're going to have less? Yeah, you're going to have more, right? And trust me, when I said, I've done it. What's his name? You can check, ask my teacher. You can join here for free for 7 days. The Rational Investor, and ask him too, right? Which would have been better? Doing the little old lady strategy in dollars or in Bitcoin? And he would look at you like, what are you, nuts? Because, yeah. You've seen what happened, right? We all saw what happened. So it doesn't make any sense for you to not accept payment of your trades in Bitcoin, right? It's like saying, no, I'm not going to accept my savings in Bitcoin. No, it doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, I went from $20,000 to $10 million, right? All doing the little lady strategy. And let's just start off. Let me tell you how much Bitcoins it was. Started off with 50 Bitcoins, right? Approximately. And I went all the way to 750 Bitcoins with the little old lady strategy. So you tell me which is better. If I would have done that with dollars, could I have done that with dollars? Hells no. I would not have been able to do that. So, no. Would your wife tip out if you, lady? Okay, man. Okay, was Mr. Anderson? Enough with your nonsense. All right. Have you seen Vitalik's interest in XDAI and staking? What is your thoughts on the project? You know, I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God. It's going to be difficult to keep up with everything that's going on in the DeFi space. And I'm like, I'm not 100%. I 100% get it. So I'm still learning, and trying to understand what does it all mean. It's just so much, right? And because there's so much innovation in this space, and it's so exciting too, right? It's exciting even for me. I people have to tell me to stop. No, you can't do that project. No, don't do that. No, you can't build that. No. Because there's always something new that you read about, you learn, you go, oh my God. And if we do this, and this, oh my God. And you just run off in excitement. And it's like, no, you can't do that. All right. Anyways, you know what? I just realized I had a meeting shortly. Let's see here, like 30 minutes ago. Supposed to meet up with somebody, talk to someone about a job. So, and I just realized that I've overextended myself with this emergency video. So I'm going to call it quits. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for participating in this emergency live stream, which went way too long. Right? But I had fun doing it. So maybe I'll do another one again. Cheers, people.